Good. Everybody ready? Greyson, you're kind of familiar with Georgia Tech, are you not?
I am. I've gone to their house twice, and we played them at Virginia once, but I only played against them last year.
How'd you do?
It was up and down. They got out on us fast, and whenever a team like that gets out on you fast, it's kind of hard because they keep the ball for so long. I think we had gotten to a point where it was like 14-7, and we were driving, and then we had to settle for 3 or something instead of scoring a touchdown, and they got up on us again, 21-10 or something, and they kind of catch up with them.
Do you feel it's more incumbent upon you, kind of like last week, you're not going to get as many chances with the ball because of the way they control it? You guys have to score touchdowns every time.
Definitely,
do you feel there's more pressure this week?
That's a big emphasis for us, scoring touchdowns, especially in the red zone, instead of settling for 3 points. Like you said, they hold the ball for a long period of time. They get up on you fast, then it's hard to come back because possessions are available. So hopefully, we'll be able to score in the red zone, score touchdowns, and try to start fast.
It seems like you've had some red zone turnovers, some ball control issues. What's going on in the red zone? Is there a different mindset?
It's hard. It's kind of like everything else. It just kind of comes down to the execution part of it. It's hard to pinpoint one thing when it comes to whether it be red zone or why we're not, converting, more third downs. It comes down to execution, and I don't know if it's a mindset issue or I don't know what it is, but as an offense, we got to really take it upon ourselves this game to fix that.
You talked about starting fast, and you guys did that last week with that opening touchdown, and then it kind of got into a lull, kind of a deadlock. What do you feel like happened after that first drive?
Well, we started, like I said, we started fast, and then we had other opportunities in that first half to kind of continue that, but we got in our own way a little bit on offense. We didn't feel like they had truly stopped us in a sense. That first half, we kind of stopped ourselves, whether that be me missing a throw or missing a blitz scheme we hadn't seen, or a turnover here or there, or whatever it was. We just kind of couldn't get out of our own way after that first drive.
You had a new offensive line in front of you last week. How did they grade out?
Oh, they graded out well, especially I know a couple of those guys said in their post-game conference too that we hadn't seen some of the stuff that they had brought when it comes to blitzes and stuff like that. They kind of, I guess, surprised us here and there with that, and so to be able to handle that and make those adjustments, and running the football. So there were some holes that Sony was able to hit and crease, and especially when we needed it there at the very end. They kind of wanted to dominate there in that overtime. And they didn't have to do it for very long.
Do you have a lot of people you know at Georgia Tech? Is there a lot of people you played with in high school, or?
Not really. Most of those guys either came here or actually went to Georgia Southern. I know a couple of guys, I guess, that go there and as students, but I think I only know one person on their team who actually went to our high school. I think he's playing there, but that's about it.
What have you heard already about the Tech-Georgia rivalry?
It's a big rivalry. It's a heated rivalry, and there's a lot on the line every year for bragging rights, for the trophies, for everything, and playing in something I guess similar last year. I guess when it comes to Virginia Tech, with there being trophies there, and there being a lot of bragging rights, and being from the school that like Virginia, who hadn't won in a while, like in that rivalry. Kind of feeling the hate towards each other and that kind of thing. So it's very similar, and I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Would this be a real quiet 9-3 season? You don't, as much as the record shows, you really just kind of been overlooked because of the 2 losses.
I can't really speak much on that. As much as we'd like to, be this team and that team, when it comes to, I guess, being recognized. We're just trying to win ball games, and if we're recognized for it, then we're recognized for it. If we're not, then all we try to focus on is what's in this building. And so even if we are being recognized, we're not really hearing any because we're so focused on each other and so focused on our next opponent and just winning ball.
You talked about the experience playing Tech before. How helpful can that be for you this year, even though you are with new people facing them?
Well, it's always helpful. I mean, I played in that stadium. I started last year against them, and a lot of those guys, especially in the secondary, are returning. And so it's definitely helpful to just have experience against the team and being able to play, I guess, in that same spot against a lot of the same players, just to kind of know, what the game's going to be like. And so I guess that helps.
Thanks, Grayson.